So Ananya and Achut, it's high time you give your solutions because they're actually ready for the presentation. So we would like to hear from you.
Okay. So here I have a deck of playing cards, and I think this can signify a lot about people. So it can represent all the different kinds of people in the world, because everyone is different. Everyone has different needs and wants and like fears, and therefore ways to solve these five uh, like things they're going to be different for every person. But a basic couple of ways to improve self-image for these two could be to like open up to more people, try new things, and have better social relationships, like surround yourself with people who are positive influences. Because otherwise, these two, Daniel and Shriram, they might feel lonely, and this would be fatal for their self-confidence. But in addition, they should begin activities that boost their own mental growth, like, for example, starting beneficial tasks daily. So, for example, meditation or playing chess. So, basically, they should have a scheduled system, and I think this will help. But it could be different for every person, so you should recommend it first, and you should wait for them to try it, see their feedback, and continue onwards. And on the topic of fear management, I have a few ideas as well. So while they do their like daily activities, they should take time during those activities to reflect upon their character and think about like what exact like fears do they have? Is there anything they avoid on purpose or anything that frightens them? They should think about the characteristics of why it does so to them if they have any fears. Then they should try facing these phobias or fears like head on and surround themselves with what they're afraid of. So it gets like normalized to them. So, for example, if one of these two has a fear of social situations, then they can try going to different places, such as a train or a cafe, and make conversations with strangers. I think if he does this a couple of times, he will begin realizing that it's not quite so scary. And for another example, let's say Shriram has a fear of spiders or like insects in general. Then he should go outside, maybe to a nearby park or somewhere that has insects, and just walk close to them and stay there for a while, like have a picnic there. Normalize like him to normalize himself with the environment of which his fears are, so he can begin thinking that it's just another part of life. And lastly, on self-awareness, I think keeping a journal or doing meditation, like I mentioned before, will fully help them and can guide them to be able to take control of their own thoughts and feelings. So, yeah.
Right. Excellent presentation, Ananya. Nice set of points. Covering up all the qualities was pretty impressive. Now let's listen from Achut. You got any idea planned?
I mean, not a lot though. Like, first I have like a Rubik's cube. Do you know? I don't know if you guys know what it is, but like it's like a cube with 9 faces of 6 different color, 9 different in parts in a face, and then there's 6 different faces. And then like you want to solve, there's like this huge thing to like solve Rubik's cube. So like if you whenever you mix it up, like the coma, like imagine like it's a solid Rubik's cube, and then like during the coma it suddenly gets mixed up, and you have to rebuild the Rubik's cube to make it structurally again the Sriram and Daniel structure brain work again like a structure. So like yeah, and like you if you randomly solve it, like it's not just going to do it. Like if you try to get every one of these points, self-awareness, managing insults, etc., you have You can't just solve it in one go. You do it in like a certain number of steps to make sure you solve each phase, but like make sure the phase doesn't get ruined if you try to solve another phase. So example, if you try doing, so like let's say you solve the self-awareness problem of Daniel, like, and then you move on to managing insults. If you try solving the managing insults, you don't want to like hamper the self-awareness in the process of it. So like you have to take the steps and like continue, you have to continue like addressing them. So like self-awareness, you could try psychology, like you can get make sure they know themselves, make sure they know their families, make sure they know their jobs. We can run them through like make sure they know have the ability to like run their life as normal before the time. So like make sure like they know how to do their work and everything, self-awareness. And then managing insults is and managing of circumstances pretty similar, though like insults is probably a big thing to try getting rid of first, as insults can hamper the self's confidence, and we need an overall boosted self-esteem from all of this. So like managing insults, so like whenever someone I heard a good idea from Mitra. I just liked it. Like whenever you hear an insult, say 10 positive things about you. That really helps a lot. I agree. I like that idea. And then image, it's a continuation of self-awareness. Like you're now aware, but like you need to be aware of that other people, about how other people see you, about how you see others. Like you need to be aware in the world, because like you need to have a good relationship with the world. So like just like go with us again, go seek psychology, like try your building on other people, like go talk to other people, and then then get their honest opinion feedback from them, to make sure like you're not like because like you just came from a coma, like you're not going to sorry okay, you're not gonna like feel like you're not gonna know what other people think around you. So like you're gonna and then management of circumstances, like these are all the different circumstances, not just insults. Like some of the circumstances can be good circumstances that positively influence you. Like in that case, like imagine if you get a promotion and like win a competition or something, you don't want to be overconfident to the next stage. So like management of all those circumstances, and this will probably take some time because there's lots of circumstances to build. However, if you get like a few different circumstances done, like the rest will follow, like in life. Like you're gonna be re-exposed to new, and then like the more circumstances you face, the easier. So like just throw them many different circumstances as with them, and then like they'll probably gain the confidence and everything to deal with them.
Okay, so that's pretty impressive from Achyut as well. And both Ananya and Achyut have already given the quantum of information about how these 5 qualities can be improved upon. Now, we have heard from Sudan, Mitra, Avantika, Ananya, and Achyut. Now comes the real challenge. Now, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to bring up the challenges for both Daniel and Sriram, and I'm going to point out the students, and each student will have a particular situation. And in that situation, they will have a problem. Like Daniel will face a problem, or Sriram will face a problem, and I will ask the person how. Right? So those 5 things. Could you please put the 5 things for the display, please? I mean, you have written it pretty big, so it's going to be useful for me to. Right. That's okay. That's okay. Situation number 1. This is common for everybody. And Ananya will start answering this question. And this is a situation about Sriram. It's a morning. Sriram gets into a supermarket and he wants to buy some stationery for his office work, and he goes to the stationery. You people have already designed the neural schema of Sriram, and Sriram is out of coma stage, and he's fit enough to go to the shopping complex. And he goes to the shopping complex. He meets varieties of people. What happens there is when he is asking for his product in the franchise, they say, "You look strange." One person even makes fun out of him, and he says, "You look strange," right? He's not a salesman, but a co-customer. He says, "Sriram, you look really strange. I know you. I know you for several months, but these days you look strange. Your behavior is very, very strange." So there, out of those 5 qualities, I want Avantika to concentrate on the second thing that's happening, managing insult. There, Sriram feels insulted, and Sriram is feeling a little bit low, and self-awareness of Sriram is also toppled. And what Sriram does is he gets a little bit of shivering. He becomes very traumatic, and he says, "Okay, I'll collect the things later." He pays the money. He pays the money in the payment counter, but he does not collect the objects, and he says, "I'll collect it later." There's such a big mess, and the person goes back to his mansion. Now, Sriram is insulted and his self-awareness. What solution can you give for Sriram in this situation?
Sriram's point of view,
Hmm.
I would say he should try to face these insults,
Hmm.
and he should not immediately get too scared and just run away from that particular point situation. He should try to
Absorb.
not immediately, yeah.
Mhm.
Just if he is not
Not reacting immediately.
immediately, he shouldn't react immediately, or he must ignore the
Okay.
other person's insults.
Okay.
So that would give him more, the path. It will clear his path to move on.
Correct. Correct.
Because he shouldn't concentrate much on insult,
Hmm.
so that he can concentrate more on his work.
Mhm.
If he concentrates on insults,
Mhm.
he be getting low,
Hmm.
where it will directly damage his work.
Fine. So Avantika's answer is, don't magnify the severity of the problem, ignore and don't react. Good job, Avantika. Anybody else would like to give an answer for this situation of Sriram? Yes, Mitra.
About the mess that has happened, sir.
Please understand that he has paid in the counter, and that shopping complex is 15 kilometers away from his mansion, and he's been confused to that level. Yeah, yeah.
So for both the mess that was created at the end of the payment, sir,
Mhm.
and also the insult that he faced, sir, there are two things, sir.
Mhm.
Like for the insult, it could be the second solution, second and the third one, sir.
Mhm.
Like list 5 things that you possess which other people do not possess, and your gratitude journal, sir.
Okay.
So he could, although he gets insulted by many people, sir,
Huh.
he can get practice, sir, because when he write down journal, like that is when he journals down the gratitude note that he has towards any person every day morning, sir, that could actually boost him up, sir. It might not be like the result might not be outrageous immediately, sir, but it is a gradual process that may happen. And for the messy things that happen at the end of the day, sir, like in life there are situations where mistakes are committed, sir, but later upon with the carelessness that we had during the mistake that we committed, maybe later upon realized by the person, sir. So here I can stand on this part, sir. Like when you invest in shares, sir, sometimes you gain profit, sir, and at the same time, sometimes you commit a blunder mistake by not calculating properly, and it ends up being a loss, sir. The same applies, sir. You do mistakes being careless. You're not self-aware of what you're doing. You're not thinking before you proceed with an action, but later upon you can.
So, what file of solution you give for him? Yeah, it's a good example. It's a good metaphorical example. But what file of solution you are giving, apart from the journal things that you mentioned? Like, I want you to focus on the severity. Didn't even get the object, runs away. So this fifth one is also coming up. Fear management. Your solution for that?
Sir, he can actually share it with few people, sir.
Okay.
Like now he has understood. Like just now he has recovered from coma. Just now we have instilled the neural schema into his property, sir. So immediately the results not.
Oh.
So he can go and share the whole situation with other people. And later, because when generations go on, sir, as he was in the coma stage, he might not be aware of how the
mindset of the different perspectives go on. So you can
Agreed.
share and get their own solutions.
Agreed. Mitra says couple of street smart journal writing techniques and give him more time because he has just been rehabilitated to get into. So give him more time and share with people. That's a good point. We're going to the next problem, and Sudhan Karti will be targeted in this next problem. Anybody else? Achyut, Ananya, would you like to give any solution for it, or shall we jump into the next one?
We can go to the next one.
Yeah, we can go to the next one. Okay, the first target was towards Avantika. Avantika answered, Mitra added. And now it is going to be to Sudhan Karti. And then straight away, I'm jumping into Ananya and Achyut's platform. So whatever Sudhan Karti answers, Ananya and Achyut must add. And if Avantika and Mitra are also trying to add, you can also. This is about Daniel. Well, Daniel goes into a multiplex theater and என்னடா பண்ண டேனியல் தீர்த்துட்டேன் அண்ட் ஸ்ரீராமுக்கு நான் தனியா ஒரு இந்தியன் யசூதா ரெடி பண்ண சொல்லுவேன். அது யார் ஸ்ரீராம் வச்சுக்கலாம், பக்கத்துல இருக்க ஜக்காரி வச்சுக்கலாமா? ஓகே, ரைட். Daniel goes to a multiplex in order to enjoy a movie, maybe Thor or whatever the movie in Marvel or even DC. So what happens is, yeah, ரொம்ப முக்கியம் அப்போ. What happens is Daniel is feeling a little uncomfortable and he is actually 5 feet and 9 inches tall. Multiplex theater. There is no chance of the person who is in front of you or who is ahead of you hiding the screen. But for Daniel's dismay and for his negative destiny, a 7 feet tall man is coming and occupying the seat. And he's only able to see the 3/4 of the scene. And he's having the grudge and he's really willing to give a friendly session to make, maybe move a little or just hunch down a little. He's not able to do so because Daniel is hesitant. So fear management issue is there. Management of circumstance issue is there. Self-image issue is there. So Sudhan Karti will try to give solution for Daniel in this moment. Another time solnuma. Super. I'm saying it in simple English. He's 5 feet 9. But அவனுக்கு முன்னாடி இருக்கிற சீட்ல வந்துட்டு 7 feet டாலா இருக்கக்கூடிய ஒரு பர்சன். ஸோ ஹீஸ் ஹைடிங் த ஸ்க்ரீன். அந்த அவர்கிட்ட சொல்றதுக்கு ஒரு பயம். கோமா ஸ்டேஜுக்கு முன்னாடி இருக்கிற டேனியல், தட் வாஸ் டிஃப்ரெண்ட் வெர்ஷன். அவன் முன்னாடியே போய் ஃபேஸுக்கு ஃபேஸ் சொல்லிடுவான், தள்ளி உட்காருங்க இல்லாட்டி கிழிஞ்சு உட்காருங்க, நானும் காசு கிடையாது, இப்படி தான் பேசுவான். பட் ஹியர் ஹீஸ் ஃபீலிங் வெரி ஹெசிடன்ட் அண்ட் ஹீ இஸ் நாட் ஏபிள் டு மேக் தட். அப்போ அந்த இடத்துல சர்க்கம்ஸ்டன்ஸ் ஸ்லேவ் ஆயிடுறான், சூழ்நிலை கைதி ஆயிடுறான். What I'm asking is, how would you like to help Daniel as an expert? ஏதாவது டைம் வேணும் அப்படின்னா நீ டைம் எடுத்துக்கலாம். டைம், okay. Ananya and Achyut, would you like to take up, because Sudhan Karti has asked for some more time? Help Daniel.
Well, for one thing, I think he should take at least like maybe like 3 to 4 minutes just to calm himself down and like get himself relaxed, because I think he's really tensed up right now from like not being able to see the screen and like the conflict in him between like having to talk to the person to tell him to like maybe like scoot over to the side or something, and like instead just moving to another seat. So he should take a few minutes to calm himself down, and then he should like take it slow. Like if he wants to talk to the person, then he should like go up and talk to him, but like he shouldn't prepare himself. He shouldn't like prepare himself to talk to the person. He should go up and talk to the 7-foot man, like straight up. So he can become normalized with talking to people without a need for preparation or like tension or stress and all that. But if he, so yeah, basically, that's as far as my thinking got.
Well done. So Ananya says, grab up the courage and take a chance and try to speak to the person, and it is not going to harm him. So the moment he realizes that the situation is not going to harm him, even if the 7 feet man reacts, it's not going to harm. So speak up. That's what Ananya has mentioned. That's a very practical solution. Good job. Nice way to react. So then Karti is now trying to answer. Yes.
Sir,
Sir, he want to go to the 7 feet person and he want to practice. Sir.
Hmm.
I can sit front like that. He want to practice. Sir.
Hmm.
When like that, he practicing, he can overcome the fear also.
By practicing, by saying practicing, you mean he has to open up and he has to talk freely, frankly explaining. Okay.
And he want to face the person.
Uh-huh.
Face the person. Shall I sit front of you like that? He want to say like that. When he doing, he should feel like that. When he doing like this, feel it, face it, practice it. He will overcome the fear and fear management will be very good for him, sir. And
Right.
he can face all the fear in life.
I see. Good job. Nice. Very well improved, Sudan. Well done. Achyut, would you like to try this, or shall we go to the next situation, the third situation?
We can go to the third.
All right, we can go to the third situation. That's what Achyut says. And third situation is a direct target. I mean, the previous situation was a target to Sudan. Ananya added. Now it's direct target to Achyut, and then anybody can add. Here it's a situation of both Daniel and Sriram. Daniel and Sriram come in terms into an insurance company. Daniel wants to speak to the insurance officer to get his insurance claim for the medical expenses that had been incurred for his medical treatment for coming out of the coma stage. Sriram has also come to the same reason into the insurance company. Now, these two people meet each other. These two guys meet each other, and it was a pretty good, friendly atmosphere. Actually, both know that they went across the similar problem, and you people have treated them. You people are counseling them. They know.
Both were already friends.
Yeah, both were already friends, but now there is a little bit of a memory loss that's happening. So there is not too much of a conformity. So they both know Avantika, you, Ananya, Achyut, Sudan, everybody. But there is a kind of a hesitation. Okay. So there's a kind of a hesitation, and because of frequent insults in the recent time, they don't want to talk to each other. So they get silent. They become very, very silent. This is situation number one. And situation number two is the insurance company comes up with a very shocking news that they will be getting only 23% of the medical expense claim. Okay. They were expecting at least 83%, but they said 23% now because of GST, this, that, etc. They come up with various reasons, and they put the stress onto the mind of the individuals. No matter how hard they try, it is going to be only 25%, not 80%. So these two discomfort in that situation for two individuals. And I want a solution as to how Daniel and Sriram will face this situation. Here, there is a self-awareness issue, there is a self-image issue, and there is a managing insult issue. Yeah, these three. That's pretty much it. So Achyut is the person who is going to answer and help Daniel and Sriram here in the insurance industry. Come on.
I need a little bit of time to think.
Right. You can take some time. Anybody else would like to give? Three picture technique. Okay. Quick explanation. How three picture technique is going to be helpful for that insult there in the.
Sir, I'm aiming it for the self-image, sir, because three problems are involved in this third one, sir.
Self-image is involved, self-awareness is involved, and managing of circumstances also involved.
Yes, sir. Three can be actually solved by three, sir, three, sir.
Therapy.
Yes, sir. So we leave it to their convenience, sir. Whichever they feel is convenient, because the visualizing power might vary from each and everyone, sir. Like each person cannot vividly visualize it completely.
Correct.
So I think whoever feel it easy to visualize visualize using three pictures can do it, or mentor their mind using three pictures can do it, sir. First picture they could see as per they are not able to raise up their voice towards it, being most of all this, sir. Like in second picture, they could see how they are building a country, what are the steps they are taking up in the self-image, self-awareness, and fear management. And management of the and the third one is thinking of both of them are saying that they're completely instilled with all these positive sides of
Okay, right. Good job. Nice, very nice explanation. Yes, three picture technique and three finger technique will come handy. Okay, Achyut, now it's time for you to speak. Just give a wild suggestion. No problem.
Okay, so like for self-awareness, like even though they may not like hesitate to know each other, they know the psychologists and help they get really well. So like if so like the situation can lead to them to have another meetup. So like self-aware. So of management of the circumstance, the bigger problem right now is the healthcare insurance. Only 20% to their 80% they claim. So like they need to solve that. So like they need to, so like they haven't been exposed to like legal, they only have been out of coma for a short time, so they haven't been exposed to like to like this kind of medic expenses, and this could be serious. So like they need like a lawyer or something to like help them, like maybe go to court or maybe ask their family for like financial aid. So like so like however they couldn't like get to that solution exactly. So like they first need to like calm down and then like ask like what are the options to that person, because like self image, like they need to see what the other person is thinking as well. Like they couldn't the they know, I'm pretty sure the other person knows their struggles, so like they need to understand what the other person is trying to get at them. Like they told list the numerous reasons, though like they need to find like how it is. So self-image, like you need to look at them from there, and then like to tackle the problem, you need to look at from their perspective, like why are they giving this issue, and like if it's like some like thing that requires some like a law that breaks the law or something, trying to illegal practice, then like you can challenge it. And then like a self-aware, as for self-awareness, like Daniel and Sriram, they both are really good Sriram is really good at business stuff, so like he should know some of this stuff already. And then like Daniel like just talk, and then Daniel should, one of them should not be like shy and shouldn't be shy against each other. One of them should speak to one another, even if it's not a problem. And this can be another type of circumstance where like there's an argument now. So like how to deal with an argument with a friend. So like Daniel can say, okay, we can go to like get help from one of the psychiatrists and like stuff, and we can go do it. And then Sriram, like he knows like he's his friend, so like there's gonna be a sympathy factor in with it. Not sympathy, like more like friendship factor with it. So like you can they're gonna, regardless of arguments, they're still friends. So like they're gonna they wanna help each other, and they have the same problem, luckily, which means they can work together. And they can, Sriram has business experience, and that could help him here a little bit. And yeah, they can both seek the help.
Achyut. Fantastic, Achyut. I'm very happy that you have observed even tiny things about the case study. Like you mentioned that they'll have to resort to the psychiatrist or psychologist for their problem. And you also mentioned about the legal attorneys, the advocates for this insurance problem. Right. So that's a clear cut, smart observation. And I'm very happy that you're so keen and you are very much involved into the classroom. Well done. Yeah. Okay. Is thanking you. Okay. So now last round, and then we are pretty much completing it. The learning discussion. No, continue. Thanks. The learning discussion, like what is the reason for this kind of an activity? I'll start up with Avantika. So Avantika, just give a wide exploration of thinking and tell me, why do you think the trainer has to come up with this creative design of the exercise? And why do you think the trainer has involved these 5 qualities and give 2 or 3, a simulated imaginary situation for a teenager? Now you are a college going student and these people are teenagers. So for the youngster and a teenager, for an adolescent person and a teenage, I mean an youngster, how do you think this is useful?
Okay, so here these 5 qualities are one of the main qualities that every person must have.
Mhm.
Have with him so that he can come to each situation in his life.
Mm.
Everything needs one particular situation.
Mm.
So he must be aware of these things so that he can improve his situation instead of, if I tell something about the person and instead of just going down,
Mhm.
he should just fight against it so that he can not just drop down,
Okay.
he can face that, increase his
Potential.
quality,
Hmm.
potential,
Hmm.
and everything. He has to have the courage
Hmm.
and willpower to face all these problems.
Mhm.
His fear, his good qualities. He should, even if anyone tells anything about him, he should take the positive side instead of taking the negative side.
Mhm.
So even if he takes the positive side, he can get through the
Right.
situation.
Right.
easily.
Right. Correct. Correct.
Instead of taking the negative one, when he takes the negative one, obviously he will get scared to go forward.
Mhm.
He will obviously step back.
Mm.
Instead of stepping back, just see the positive side of the situation, step forward and try to face the situation.
Right.
So that
Beautiful. We really appreciate Avantika for the matured way of explaining things. And Chinmaya has really taught you a lot of things. Good job. So maybe I have seen Tenarasu performing several times, but I have seen Avantika performing only a few times. And even there is a lot of transformation in you, and you're really working on it. So good days ahead of you in the college, I'm saying. Right. Same question to everybody. Now, Sudan Karthi. So, Sudan Karthi, yesterday you had an activity that was completely different. It was a team activity. Today, this one. So, how do you think for your school life this is going to be useful? Like,
Managing
mhm,
for managing answers, when you get low marks,
mhm,
some parents or friends will send, insult us.
mm,
Like you get low mark, I get good marks, like that they will insult us.
mm.
For managing insults, only you should just have the feelings in and understand yours
Mm.
and overcome the self criticism. Tell yourself the situation like that.
So, subconsciously, out of these five, if you for managing insults, அப்படின்னா, somewhere deep down inside, you feel that managing insult is more important than everything else. அப்போ அதுல ஏதாவது ரகசியம் இருக்கா? Are you insulted so much in the past or something? அப்ப ஏன் வந்துட்டு 5ல வந்து நோட்ஸ் அதுக்கு மட்டும் 4 பாயிண்ட்ஸ் பிரத்யேகமா நோட்ஸ் எடுத்திருக்கே அதுக்கு என்ன காரணம்? அப்ப மைண்ட் அதுல தான் ஃபோக்கஸ் பண்ணுது. அப்போ ஏதோ ஒரு ரீசன் இருக்கு. இல்ல? அப்பலாம் இல்லையா? Right. Okay. So do you think this is going to be useful in your school life? Absolutely, especially in your classroom. Right. Good. Okay.
Sir, I would like to add,
Please.
when somebody gets low marks and somebody is being judged on the particular score he gets, he should obviously take the good one because he should see that next time he should work more harder
Hmm.
to improve so that he can show the person who um, comments on the particular situation. So that once he shows the improvement, they themselves will say, okay, what I did was wrong.
Hmm.
I shouldn't have done that. So it will show the person, teach the person who comments on the other one.
Hmm.
The next time he shouldn't judge anyone like.
Show them with the results. Work hard in silence, right? Show them results, right? That's a very good addition. Yeah. Yeah, please.
When somebody can insult them. So,
Somebody kindle. No, somebody insult or somebody teases, makes fun out of it.
they will try to overcome this.
Right.
For when I get 12 marks in for 25, sir, my
Okay.
friend get 20 marks. Sir.
Okay.
Next time I will say to my friend that I will get next time good marks than you.
Hmm.
Like that, and I will read. Sir.
Hmm.
He will helping for me also. Sir.
That's right.
Managing.
That's right. That's right.
And next year.
setting goals.
Setting goals. Right. Good. Nice set of points. Good improvement. You are volunteering to speak. That's a very good sign of improvement, and I'm happy about it. Achyut and Ananya, would you like to say what was your learning today?
Yes, so I think I learned a lot more about self-awareness and self-image, especially ways to assist with improving self-image. And as well as that, I think I also just had fun, I guess.
So
Yeah.
like what? Yeah. So what I learned today was besides all the psychological things that I learned from the discussion with the and one thing I learned is that is just go for the just go and answer it. Like if you want to answer, if you're given a question, just go give your first like gut reaction, immediate thinking, and like you can build off of that rather because like I feel it'll just give you more confidence. I think like I felt like I was less hesitating if I start just go right away and give the answer than like wait some time and then like think about it and get like a little stressed as from it. So I just go right away and like right away answer it and like some of the things will build on nature.
All right. That's a good one. So both of them have understood on a clear perspective, Mitra. Last but by no means the least, your learning from today. Yesterday it was a contrasting exercise. Today it's a different one. Yeah. Wagana. Same. Okay, Mitra. Last but by no means the least, tell me, quick.
Yesterday it was like 5 things and we are supposed to give capsules. Like it is based on a certain questions that the posted, but here it is completely different. So yesterday we are supposed to make a sentence or a simulated sentence, but today it is completely about solutions that we gave. Like so yesterday we did not present because we just answered a question, but today we made a lot of search there and it was completely creative because we are supposed to simulate that. Even though it was the first time for the online like in the whole history of online format, people would online activities to that use these objects as simulation. But both people have like Ananya used the deck of play cards and Achyut used the
Rubik's Cube.
So it was with creativity, so it is completely about how we can create. Like, we can how we back. Like that could be a simulation. So two things are simulation and creativity.
Fantastic. Good job. Very well done. Nice. Okay, so we are coming to the close. Ananya, you missed a class yesterday. So I would like to grab the schedule plan for the next week. Ananya, are you going to be present on Saturday and Sunday next week?
Yes.
Okay. Achyut, on Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so both of you come with the preparation of a presentation. Yes, we skipped the presentation today, and we will compensate next week. And I am so happy to see very good improvement in both of you in the way of comprehension, interpretation, yeah, and also grabbing up things. That's really good. So next week we will meet with the presentation chronicle, and I'm planning to put both of you into a therapy program about which we will speak next week. Okay. If you don't have any questions, we'll say bye. Any? Yeah.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Goodbye.
So everybody, let us say bye. Bye, Ajit and Ananya. Bye bye.
Bye everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye bye. கண்ணா hello வண்டியில் வந்திருக்கியா? சரி.